Boost that gives you more time when done.
No, I don't believe there to be any news today. Tomorrow. Right, we got the first 30 minutes of the market out of the way. Let's take a look at the price action. Here's the market open. Here's current price. This is kind of the price range we have at the moment. So it'll look like that. And with this price range, we usually have a box that can be created and fit that kind of narrative. So let's say this is a box using this bottom here, this top here. You can see the middle rejects here, here. So we got that bottom that's in at the moment. So we can use this price action to try to help us with finding some kind of entries and seeing when the market wants to go. Right now on the 15-minute chart, I was just looking at this and there's an order block here at the bottom of the box and another order block right here at the bottom. And that's the lowest part of the price range. So I think if we can get a buying average here, we can probably stay in this area for a shorter period of time, maybe catch some quick plays off of that. So you can see the candle just closed out this order block here, and we did reach into this order block once. So if we can see this next candle hold this order block and get some kind of average in, that'd be pretty chill. There is a big order block down here as well, but if we go for that, then I don't see why we shouldn't just completely fall straight down to this level, because we couldn't go higher from this level here. We've never touched any higher. And then you can see all the rejections that happened prior to. So if we reject this time, then we're definitely going to have to clear under this level here. So we'll keep an open mind for it all, but the market doesn't really have to have any particular direction yet, because tomorrow is the CPI news, which is a red folder, very important news. Consumer price index is what it's called. And that news is going to determine where liquidity is going to be and where we'll reach for. And then you'll see a really huge candle come out of that tomorrow at 8:30. So today, they're probably going to be setting that up. So that area of a setup to me looks like this. I have this high here that I'm interested in. And then we have all these lows that I continue running from, which is what I'm also interested in. So that being said, these are the two areas of liquidity that exist right now. So if the market wants to keep those, then it's going to try to stay in this range for as long as possible until 8:30 comes around tomorrow. Then it might reach for it and then use it. For example, if it reaches up first, then it'll push down. If it reaches down first, then it'll push up. And that's going to cause a pretty big move. And maybe it can reverse the trend that has been happening. This has kind of been a downtrend on the shorter time frames. Maybe it can take us back above these highs, or it'll continue the trend. So that means it falls out and then just makes a new low. That being said, there's a lot of money involved in that trade tomorrow. So don't focus too heavily on trying to get a particular trade today, because if you lose too much money today, it could put you in a risky position for tomorrow. See? Okay. So we got the box sitting there. Like I said, the price range in itself is going to be hopefully held. So that means we'll keep missing the tops and bottoms. So all the trades that you're getting in should end pretty short. And what I mean by that is like, don't try to hold for too long on a breakout because most of them just turn right back around really fast. There's also the volume profile that we've been talking about. I've been kind of bringing it back into the strategy to see how accurate it is in this particular market. And right now, the reason 440 has been on my mind that I've been kind of talking about in the chat is over here. You can see these numbers. We have 8,000 on the left, zeros on the right. That's an imbalance, meaning that there are only sell orders and no buy orders. So if the market goes to that area, it should be pushed down pretty heavily. And if you look at those orders, they align pretty well with an order block over here. So if we can get into that order block, then I can foresee us falling pretty swiftly, maybe back down to this lower end of the level here, based off of those orders on the imbalance. So that's why that's been on the mind, but I don't know if that's just gonna cause too much noise. How do you show the orders? You go to the left side of your chart here and you can see projection. It's one of the things you can click, like Fibonacci, right? Your trend lines. Just go to projection and then scroll down and you should see volume based. And there's an anchored volume profile. And you would click that and just find out where the quote unquote box is for you. And then wherever that box starts, you just press the candle that is like the highest point, I guess, of your box. And that should show you all of your orders. So if I gave you an example of this one here, let's say this is our box, right? We have a obvious high, we have an obvious low. We extend that across. We can see that it's on the middle. So if we took the volume anchor, we would just go to the top of the box and just click it. And that's going to put these prices on the side of your screen, and you'll be able to see those imbalances in prices. So on the left side, you have all your sell orders. On the right side, you have all your buy orders. So all we're looking for, we don't care about all the crazy numbers and which one's bigger than what. We're just looking for the ones that have zero of, sells or buys, because that obviously shows an imbalance that the algorithm would want to go to in order to fix, right? So that's where our box strategy comes from, believe it or not. I never introduced it that way because it gets very complicated and misleading. But you can see it creates a box for you the same way. So using your box in general makes it easier for us to just comprehend the price action rather than seeing all those numbers on the screen and trying to make decisions on which one is bigger or smaller. So just keep it simple and keep your box ideologies. But yeah, like I said, today's not too heavily anticipated for me to say like, oh yeah, you don't want to miss out on today because there's really nothing that should be going on. You can see for the past few days that was the same ideology. So even yesterday wasn't that great. Although there are trades in between, this price action, it's not the greatest direction. So if you're not too good at picking, you can definitely get clapped in a market like this. And then when it starts to start trending, you don't have any money to trade with because you wasted it all in this type of price action. So in order to stay sane, you want to use, what you've been taught, right? The boxes, order blocks and stuff like that to help you gauge direction accordingly. But that also coincides with understanding that if there's news that's heavily anticipated in a few days, it's probably going to start doing some weird stuff until that news comes out. Then the market usually goes back to normal. Uh, so again, we got some 15-minute order blocks, and it's still in the one that we were talking about earlier. You can see it here. There's an order block right here. We were talking about this one earlier, and if it holds this order block, then there's a good chance we can get a buy opportunity and try to see it at least retrace upwards again. There's a 1 minute order block as well on that, kind of overlapping. Could be a risky move, but can try it out. On the 1 minute, there's our 1, 2, 3 trend line there as well. So we're not sure how many times it needs to touch it, but if it does go for the buy opportunity, then we can see it irrationally move towards some highs here. And that should match up with getting to 440, which is up here, which are where those zero orders are, which I just showed you guys, right? Where it had like 8,000 sell orders and zero buy orders. So algorithm will more than likely want to get there eventually, but I don't know if they're saving it for the news. Or maybe they'll use it today. Yeah, so let's see if the 15-minute holds its order block or not. We still have 6 minutes. So if it does close it out, then our next area of interest can only be here. And that's based off of the next order block it would have to touch. Yeah, I do. You got to do it. If not, you just be sitting here watching these candles fucking play with your emotions. Oh, I couldn't get in right there. Ah. Oh, my funded futures, they've been going off. I see you. Where's this candle at? Still got 2 minutes on the 15-minute candle right now. Hmm. USA. Four, three, four, 7, 8. Damn, that shit ran. Tough. Thought we were going to at least get the fucking next candle to run it. Probably see the next candle do a continuation. So nice low 1, 2, 3 into the order block. Nice run. Pretty good. But we'll probably see it retest under the 23% area. So there's a structure at like 18, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we can use that as a retest type of entry. Unless it aggressively just runs there. Not valid, my boy. Hmm? 440 is the price target technically. But safe take profit is right here at 18,367. So that's the high. It's the only thing like guaranteed technically. From there, it could try to push down to that structure, and then if it does, can try to go for re-entries. Might be risky, but try it out. Stats accounts.
What a field.
Oh, what a field. So it's touching the structure. If it doesn't want to hold here, then you'll see it aggressively push under the order block. So it did fail to make a new high, which means if it doesn't hold, then it will go for the new low here. So you can see the order block here. It's touching the middle of the order block. So the only thing that we can do is if we hold the order block, then we should be cool to see it break for those highs. Huh? Yeah. No, not really. On the 15-minute chart, it's still very consolidated. So we'll need to see probably multiple candles fluctuate here. So this trade could take a little bit. We got 10 minutes for this 15-minute candle to do its thing. So don't marry it. If you can squeeze out some change from it and get re-entries as much as possible, you shouldn't have to run away from us too far too fast. Oh. What trade rate? This. Should be good now. You should be able to trade this thing. Motherfucker. Where's my time? No. Okay, so now it's touching another order block that was created here. So this is where it would be able to use that order block and actually fall to that low down here. So be careful. As it touches this, you'll likely see it push down, actually touch under the structure level if it wants to make a new low. If it doesn't want to make a new low, it's going to aggressively need to run above these highs. You can break even your stops if you'd like. But this would be quote unquote safe take profit based off of this retest here. That
Whole body took a screenshot with you.
I had to screenshot it. And why, bro? I guess. No. Mr. Quinn, about to take all your bread. Money, money, money. Sell it now. She really could have made that bread. Played herself.
It's gonna come back.
Yeah, she played herself.
I'm gonna watch that movie.
I don't know. That would be a cool movie to watch. The order block's holding up. You can see it tested twice above it. So very dangerous area. If you didn't take out at the safe take profit, then you'll have to stomach the push that will likely end up under the structure level. And then if we hold the structure level, then we should be good. The order block can only guarantee where the previous high or low was. So for example, this order block was created. Here's the previous low. So that's quote unquote all that's guaranteed for this order block. But if that momentum picks up here, then it will continue running down faster. So if it holds this area, then we're fine. But if it does push below, then we already knew what we were in for. That's why we have safe take profits and such. So if this does drop, then we're more than likely having this 1, 2, 3 idea as a target. So you'll see it push straight down with a really nice red candle, more than likely under this area. So I just want to introduce you to both sides of what can happen from here. So if this order block gets taken out here and we get a candle to actually close, then I'll more than likely start looking towards the downside and taking out this third. Yeah, so you got about 15 seconds for the order block to see if it maintains or if it's closed out. So if it does maintain with this big of a wick, that could be a bonus for us, but we'll see. Again, look at the 15-minute chart. It's tested this order block a few times already. 1, 2. This is about to be the third time it's testing it. So it will easily close these order blocks out and start heading down for these order blocks down here. And the top of that order block is right here. So that means we'll lose this area and go straight down to this blue line, which lines up perfectly under our 1, 2, 3 touch. So taking cells from here straight down to this area would be the better idea when this order block is closed. So you can see it did close out the order block with this candle right here. So safe take profit was cool, but it didn't push any further. So we'll look for the sell side targeting this area here. So you can see what we mean by the 1, 2, 3, right? And taking guaranteed trades. Guaranteed means it goes to the safe take profit. Anything afterwards isn't guaranteed. So that rushed straight down to our level already. So no entry for us on that one, unfortunately. But both of those trades were bangers right there. The 1, 2, 3 idea straight upwards. And then we even had the failure, right? On both ends, you can see the order block that caused us to go right under that structure, which showed that we gave up, couldn't get it above that high, which causes that drop below where the 1, 2, 3 was, right? And then you can see the order block of the 15-minute. This is the top of it is being touched right now currently, which technically could make another 1, 2, 3 somewhere down here, and then you'll probably get that push towards the upside a little later. but that's going to take a few 15-minute candles once again. So if we were to delete everything on the chart again, and just look strictly at what we're talking about here, you can see this huge order block. We were just sitting inside of this order block here, which is pretty small. We were using that to try to see if those buys would continue. And as you can see, it flushed straight through it, closing it out. And now we're inside of this bigger order block. So again, there could be a 1, 2, 3 idea that could present itself here. So you'll likely see this push down and then touch the structure level, and then probably go back in and close, which quote unquote shouldn't close out the order block and could still leave room for us to maintain this kind of range idea. So we'll see how this candle closes to determine that. If it closes out the order block, then we have nothing else to use. So we'll have to wait for more context on the day. Right now, like we said earlier, these are our lowest points, which is where liquidity lies. And these are our highest points, where liquidity lies. And you can see it missed the highest point, saving it for tomorrow. And then you can see here, we've never really pushed back under this level since these 2 points. So it missed that level as well, right here. So now there's engineered liquidity above this and this. So the goal would be to stay inside of that range. I hope this is making sense, or adding some kind of philosophy for you to use whenever you encounter a week like this again. But right now, using that 1 minute chart the way we just did, that was like the perfect ideology of taking the sell side of the 1, 2, 3 idea and taking the buy side of it. That's what it looks like when it works, goes to where it's guaranteed, but afterwards it doesn't do any continuation, which causes it to do the opposite, right? This is what we would have been experiencing had it had made the high above 1, 2, 3, broke the high. We would have saw that pushing up and touching that 440 level. But instead, couldn't make the high, therefore it dropped straight down to the next order block, which we spotted out. All right, so the order block is completely gone on the 15 as well. You can see that it is now pushing under the lowest point of liquidity, which is here. It would have been a monster trade. Wish it went fast too. There's an order block right here under that liquidity area as well. So there's a good chance we start playing manipulation games soon. But we're in the 1 hour order block. Here's another one of those 1, 2, 3 ideas. So you'll probably see this try to run back up into the range, the big range that we have here, which is this blue line and this line. So if you think of this ideology as the box, we need to see it go out of it and then arch back in order to gain confidence to press the buy button and, play back inside of the range. So for now, we kind of have to let it do what it needs to do in order to figure that out, unless you aggressively approach that position just because you see the 1, 2, 3 idea on the 1 hour, which is right here. You can see the order block. You can see the wicks on the 15 as well. Here's the wicks into that 1 hour order block. Yeah, like good.
You do it too, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Went a little high.
Mhm.
That was a fast banger.
Bang on the head.
Banger, banger, banger. Take those.
What time frame?
The hourly, or I'm on the 15-minute right now, but this order block comes from the 1 hour, and then the 1, 2, 3 is on the 15. So we have a 1, 2, 3 on the 15 going into a 1 hour order block, which is really good for the upside. So as long as it holds this area here, then we'll likely be pushing right back to top of the range, keeping that for the day. The same ideology we were just playing earlier with the 1 minute going into a 15-minute order block. It's just on a bigger scale this time. So it won't be as fast, but the amount of money you would make it'd be a lot more because the targets are further from each other. You see what you got there?
Mm.
Did you do that on the 1? That little ugly. You see it though? Right here.
Mhm.
So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then there's an order block that extends all the way across where the third touch was. And that's why it went up. So that same ideology, that same picture is now on just a bigger time frame, which is where it is right now. So it'll take longer to do said thing. But when it does it, if you can get a good entry at the bottom, the amount of money you'd make going towards the top would be kind of wild. But if you're on a funded trading account, you only need like 1,500. So you can take it with really small contracts if you're not confident, or you can just jump in with a lot when you see the opportunity, and it only needs to go up to as much money as you need. You don't even need to catch the whole trade. This is the first time this order block's being touched as well on the 1 hour. So usually it gives you a really prominent reaction. And there's no other order blocks on the 1 hour than this until you get down here. And that has already been kind of touched once, technically. That doesn't mean it, quote unquote, won't work again. So I like to go down smaller time frame. Maybe you can find a box opportunity that would help you get a buy position while this is operating. So right now you can see this is being created. So we're in the order block and we're on the 1, 2, 3. So we would need to see it like arch outside of the box, come back in, then you'd be able to go for an actual buy position with more confidence than you would with just the information you had. Try this. Makaranai.
No, I measure this part or this part. Buy
What's that?
this part or this part for buy.
Technically we're waiting. Was it?
Because when it comes out, I have to go back in. So like,
Yeah.
what part, this part or this part?
Well, you need a box. Right now we don't really have like a very accurate box that's being created at the moment. But we know that this right here is the 1, 2, 3 and order block idea. So if a box is going to create itself soon, then we'll be able to make a better box for us, and then we'd have that information. But right now, like we don't have enough data to say where the box is at the moment to determine where that fallout is, and then it'll go back to the middle, and then if it holds the middle, then it'll break out the top. And then if all that happens, then that means the 1 hour should have reacted pretty well and be aiming for the highs, which would be up there. So if we change to 1 hour, you'll see 1, 2, 3 happens down here. Then if all that goes well within the hourly candle, it should run all the way back up with a nice wick. Then the next hourly candle would open and then cause the next hour to try to run and test the highs, because it couldn't fall any lower than where it fell before, if that makes sense. So we just need to see smaller time frame, give us that data for us to take advantage of that opportunity. And that hourly candle has about 24 minutes to do said thing. So we have time. Technically, that's 24 more 1 minute candles, So patience. Yeah, but those two trades from earlier were definitely the ones for the day. So if the market doesn't move aggressively on this trade, I understand why. It definitely gave us a few good opportunities already. Dang. This doesn't fall too aggressively. This area will be good for the buy opportunity to see if it will go back to the center of the box. This 50%, 100% area. can try for 1. If we can keep our average in this area here. Then that'll put us in a good position to at least retracing back to the box. But the hourly is like pretty deep down there. It's got 16 minutes left. So if this wanted to keep bleeding, it definitely could. So 1 contract is cool for me right now until it looks a little better. That's 260. Die. This is completely anticipation right now. There's no true confirmation that this is going up yet. Technically, it would have had to held above the 1, 2, 3 idea. So I'm expecting the arch to happen from here based off of the Fibonacci levels. But it could go all the way down to this -100 before actually turning up. So I bought at the 50. Could probably buy one at the -100 when it gets there, if it gets there. So we would need to see this move very fast because the hourly candle closes in like 15 minutes. So we would want to see the hourly aggressively push back above 18 to 20 if we want this idea to live. I'm trading one over here. I'm trading one out here. I'm trading over there. Yeah, family. Like, stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. He'd be like, really doing it. I don't know why this shit not working. Though.
You're just gonna keep one until there.
No, I would really like to get more, but I don't know if it's gonna go to that 100 or not. But yeah, I'll keep one, and then if it goes back into the box, then I can add more. Trying to keep that average up. $15-minute closed all the way down here. There's still an order block down here for the 15-minute under the -100. So there's a good chance that we could still try to reach for that. Maybe say a 1, 2, 3, go down to that. But based off of what we got right now, I won't add too much. Let's just see if the next 13 minutes, the hourly can save its order block. If it does that, we should at least be making bread. If it doesn't do that, then our trade is gone and we'll need that extra context, which would be the -100 and the 15-minute order block. So we have 2 areas for buys right now, which is where we are at the moment and a little bit under. So the risk to reward looks pretty good, but only if you keep it light. If you size too heavy and it goes down there, you're going to be looking at a pretty ugly number. So you can see the aggressive push, but it wasn't enough to get back into the box just yet. Kind of just stopped just before it and turned around. So that might be their call out to say, this is what we want to do, but let's get some more liquidity first and then recreate that idea. Seriously, why this shit not working? We gotta do this. Hey, yo. No, stop it. What are you doing? Oh, what happened? What happened? You got 10 bands in profit. You worry about $200? Take money to make money, you know what I mean? This is just so you
If I
visually
know
can
it's
see
gonna
it.
go down.
Then why hold it? Yeah, that's true.
350 right
When you're new to trading, you gotta get yourself in the game. If you wasn't in the position, you wouldn't even be worried about it.
How did I move it out? Come back and fire.
You can set an alert or
I
just
did already.
look at the thing. Oh, okay.
They be playing. Sometimes alert don't be alerting.
Yeah, that happened to me earlier. They just barely missed my alert. Missed out. I know it's going down there. Why would I hold it? You know, that's a good point. Time remaining 7. Why can't I start this, bro? What the fuck going on? Oh, right now? It's not the best looking yet, but it's not a terrible idea. It would need to hold above the 50. If not, this is just a retest to go down to the 100. So technically, you can get out if you want. But then if it explode, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? We got 7 minutes on that hour.
Look, I could have got out.
See? See? Trash.
You're bugging. You're bugging. No, you're bugging. Well, $400.
400. I'm down 3.
No, $50 above you.
Yeah, now it's looking more towards that 100. So if we can tap that 100 and see a nice wick, then I think we add more to it. If not, it'll be a full cut for like 6 to 800, depending on how fast it goes down. Yeah, there's the 100 there. So now we need to see a reaction from here. Because we have 7 minutes, right? Or 6 minutes. So we would need to see a reaction from here in order to get back towards half of this huge run. You can see the big fall. And soon enough, we'll have a prominent 1, 2, 3 that'll present itself here soon. And we'll talk about retracing that wherever we find that bottom, which is where that 50 will be. Second play of the day. So the hourly order block is very far from here. And there's 5 minutes left. So it's more than likely not going to save the order block. But wherever it does end up closing, we'll see the next hour probably give a reaction towards that. Based off of the run that we have right now, if we add on the 1 and the 0, if we lose this 1, 2, 3 idea, then we'll have another red run like this, straight down to this negative 50. And that is here at the lows of the 1 hour, which matches up pretty nicely. Because if you see the lows with the candles and you see that negative 50 that we're looking at, that'll be the next red run straight down there. But we'll see what this 1, 2, 3 does here. We'll probably get like a small reaction back to the 23. See it fail again. If it does, then it's more than likely going to get back down to that negative 50. And it's almost about to be 11, which is when the volume starts to get cut out. So it could dance down there for a little while or range until the lunchtime hours. We'll see. Check it. So type shit, you know what I'm saying? You just be reacting to anything. Oh no. That looked terrible.
I can get out right now.
My
I
numbers
can
are
get out right now with $200 loss.
my
but I can
numbers
get
are
back
red.
in. But then that's jumpy. I don't want to be jumpy.
My numbers are
I gotta react with my mouth before I react.
Oh yeah. You gotta stop yourself from playing with it too much. Yeah, anticipating is it's a game for sure. Mental game.
Oh, that's 'cause
So that was serious. That I don't know about that.
look at that. 1 second.
You down, I'm up. What you mean?
Yeah, nigga.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with them. It's like, nah. All right. Safe take profit is you have a structure here and the 23% level, which is here. So this area is our safe take profit once again. If you got clapped on other plays, just do the thing. It's there for a reason. But The ultimate price target is a 50%, but I don't know how aggressive we're doing that. I know we fell a lot, but not sure. Not sure how we doing this. There's a hourly volume imbalance right here. I think that'll be the target for me, which also aligns with the 23%. So cool with that. Mm. Yeah, red rum, red rum. Wish I could have taken that. Oh, I did. I did take that trade, huh? No, I didn't. Oh my God. I'm about to murder myself. All right. Well, there goes the banger, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that's guaranteed right now. So put some stops here. That'll take us out. Or if it keep running, then cool. We'll be there. Man, I'm mad, bro. I thought I got in on this account too, but I guess not. It's tough. Oh, I did get in. Oh, okay, nice. Hey, say less. I don't know why that didn't show up. It just took me out for take profit. Damn, if I'm gonna take profit too short, I'll take it though. Okay, cool. I'll close this out. Don't want to trade that no more. Two attempts at the 1, 2, 3. This time, I mean, we just a little smart about it. The first time we had it, we was up for sure. We could have taken it, but I was a little greedy, thinking that we wouldn't fall down. But you could see the drop. That drop would have also been a really good trade too. All right, so here goes the second hourly candle. More than likely going to come and stop us out for our sell stops that we have there. But if it doesn't, then we retrace to the 50 pretty fast. We'll see. That's pretty much it for the trading day. I hope I was able to kind of walk us through a little bit of psychology. And both trades that we took were very calculated and have seen profit and went to the safe take profits each time. That being said, if you took a loss, you just took risk like me. So if you got that risk money, then that's okay. But if you don't have money to risk, then you need to start taking those safe take profits until you have a cushion to go for the further levels. You know what I mean? Yeah, mentally strong for sure. Yeah, it's a little tough seeing that big drop, but nonetheless, very nice. That's really all you need, bro. Just a nice entry point, quick run. Boom. There goes your trading day. However much money you put or contracts you put into it would make you the amount of money you made on the day. And then ta-da, you know what I mean? That's your profit. So the more often you can see your opportunity, the more trades you'll have, the more money you can make. But if it's not there, it's not there. So you can't force it. You know what I mean? So today I tried to at least stay true to the 1, 2, 3 ideas and the order block. So not all of them succeed, but when they do make more money than what you lost when you tried it the first time. You know what I mean? And safe take profits are there for a reason. So it will at least always do that. And although that's not the most attractive amount of money, at least it's guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for at least sticking through. I know it was a little longer trading day, but I needed to skip that first 30 minutes because I already know I was gonna try to pick a direction. So I know me better than anybody else. So I definitely had to stop myself from that one. So as for tomorrow, if you can be up by 8:30 a.m. EST, I would say like at least 15 minutes before, we can watch the CPI together. I can show you guys whether it's, through Discord chat or whatever the case may be, but that trade is going to be very interesting to watch if you've never traded news before. It goes very, very fast. So if you made some profit today, I recommend maybe giving it an attempt tomorrow. Um, we'll see what it looks like prior to 8:30 and see if that's will be a tangible trade. And if it doesn't look right, then I'll make sure to let us know and we'll just avoid it entirely and then take the reaction of it instead. So if you guys got any questions, we can run it. But I think that was a pretty chill trading day. Very calculated stuff, you know. Some light. Yes, sir. All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all nonetheless. See ya tomorrow. Peace.